Welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Priscilla Asade. Today I am going to teach you English grammar of grade 4. So students, do you remember what we have learned in the last session? Yes, we have finished with our lesson number 21, that is adverbs. So what is adverb? Adverb adds meaning to a verb, adverb or an adjective, and in that we have learned 4 kinds of adverb. Can you recall, students, what was that? Yes, it was adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place and adverb of frequency. This was all about the last session which we have learned. Today we are going to start with new lesson, that is lesson number 22, preposition. Okay, so you have to remove Fun with Grammar book, lesson number 22. Now, have you opened, students, grammar book? Okay, we are on page 72, lesson number 22, that is preposition. Page number 72, lesson number 22. Preposition. Now, what is prepositions? Preposition shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and other words in a sentence. Again, I'll repeat, students. Prepositions. What is prepositions? Preposition show the relation between whom? Yes, noun, pronoun and whatever other words are there in a sentence. Okay, so what you have to do, students? Make it a star over there to learn. This is a definition of preposition. Now, if you see, students, in an example or in a sentence, we can see different parts of speech are there. Okay, here we can see there is a sentence. Okay, so now what it says preposition, it shows the relation between a noun and pronoun. Now in example we can see how it is. There are 2 apples in the basket. Again I'll repeat the example. There are 2 apples in the basket. Now here, students, if you'll see in this example, what is there? 2 apples are there. Okay, the apples, where it is? Yes, it is in the basket. So now here in, can you see here in? It is in bold. Yes, this in shows the relation between the apples and the basket. So this in is a preposition. Again I'll repeat. Now see here, note they have given the relation that in shows between apples and basket. Okay, so preposition, what it do? It does? Yes, it shows the relation between a noun and pronoun. You should know what is noun and pronoun also. Already we have learned about these 2 lessons. Now one more example they have given. Ram gave the medicine to me. Now here what Ram has done? Yes, he has given the medicine. To whom? To me. Now me is what? It is a pronoun. So noun and pronoun, it shows the relation between the noun and pronoun. So to shows the relation between medicine and me. Again I will repeat, students. This to, it shows the relation between the medicine and me. So the words in, to are placed before nouns or pronouns and they show the relation between them and some other words in a sentence. So these words are called, yes, these words are called prepositions. Understood till here, students? What is the definition and how the preposition shows the relation between noun and pronoun? Okay, now here there are some sentences, okay, that we have to carefully understand how they have used the preposition. Okay, now what you have to do, students? Take pencil in your hand, take scale and make a line over here. I'll give some preposition wherein you have to copy. Okay, we'll copy the same whatever is there in that sentence. Shall we read, students? Okay, first, it is 10 a.m. by my watch. It is 10 a.m. by my watch. Now if you see, it is what? Yes, it is a pronoun. This is what? It is a verb. So watch is a noun. So by is what? Preposition. So we can say that by shows the relation between the noun and pronoun. So I will copy here B-Y by. She is suffering from infection. So from is a preposition. Now first we'll read all the sentences, then we'll copy down. Okay, again I'll read. It is 10 a.m. by my watch. So by is what? Preposition. She is suffering from infection. She is suffering. Yes or no? Yes. From what? She is suffering from infection. So that from is a preposition. This pen is for you. So again, for is preposition. She sat at the table to read. At is preposition. Dress is made of cotton. Of is preposition. I am not afraid of surprise test. OF of is surprise of. OF of is preposition. We should be kind to the needy. TO2 is preposition. I went to school with my brother. So with is what? Preposition. Now here we have seen how it shows the relation between the noun and pronoun or other words of the sentence in a particular sentence. Okay, so here whatever words are bold, they are preposition. For example, by, from, for, at, of, to, with. These are the limited preposition which we have learned. There are many more preposition which I will tell you to write down. Okay. First is by, from, for, at, on, under, behind. Okay. You copy down so that you will keep, so that you can understand. So these are preposition. Of, to, WITH, with, near, after, into, in front of, in front of. You can also add in. Okay, again I'll repeat. What is the preposition? by, from, for, at, on, under, behind, of, to, with, near, after, into, in front of, in. In this some preposition just now we have learned. So the remaining we will just see in further. Okay, we'll see further in the examples. Now we will start with our exercise. Just copy down in your book. And this you have to by heart it. by, from, for, at, on, under, behind, of, to, with, near, after, into, in front of, and in. Okay? Shall we start with the exercise? Okay. So down you can see exercise A. What they have given? Underline the prepositions in the following sentences. Ready? If you will understand all these words, then you will be able to solve, or you will be able to recognize the prepositions in the given sentence. Shall I start, students? Okay. So first is what we have to do in exercise A? We have to underline the prepositions in the following sentences. First, Loveline looked at the story books. Now Loveline looked. Where he looked? Yes, he looked at the storybook. So which word is connecting? Yes, at. At is a preposition. Rohan lives near Mahatma Gandhi Road. Now Rohan, where he lives? Near Mahatma Gandhi Road. So which word is connecting them? Near. Lives is verb. Okay. So near is, yes, it is a preposition. The wallet is lying on the table. Now the wallet is lying. Where it is lying? On the table. So which word is connecting? Yes, on. Or it shows the relation between the wallet. Where is the wallet? On the table. We will have breakfast at 8 o'clock. So when we will have breakfast? At 8 o'clock. So at shows the relation between the breakfast and its timing. The puppy was sleeping under the table. Now the puppy, where it is sleeping? Under the table. So this under shows the relation between where the puppy is sleeping. Yes, here we can see under the table. So I hope that you have underlined along with me only. First, at, near, near, on, at, under, under. Done, students? Okay. Now we will move on to next page. That is page number 73. Here upside you can see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 examples are there. What you have to do? Read the sentence and find out the preposition in the sentence. Radha gave the ice cream to me. Yes. Now Radha, to whom she gave the ice cream? Yes, to me. So to is a preposition. Me is a pronoun. Now, he banged the door behind him. What he did? Yes. He banged the door. Which door? That was behind him. The men ran after him. So the men, where they ran? After him. So after is a preposition which shows the relation between men and him. My friends stay near my house. Now, where a friend stays? Yes, near my house. So, near shows the relation between the friends and the house. The rat peeped into the hole. Where the rat peeped? Yes, into the hole. So, this into shows the relation that where the rat has peeped. Okay? Understood till here, students? Okay. Now, we will move on to next. On, at, in. Now how these three prepositions have been used, we will see in the following sentence. Read the following sentence. You can see the first sentence is, have you done this 6, 7, 8, 9 students? Okay. Next, on, at, in. Read the following sentence. The train arrived on time. So, on shows the relation that when the train has arrived on time. The bus arrived at 7:30 a.m. They have specifically mentioned the time. I did my homework in the afternoon. Now here, if you see students, this on, at, and in. What they are showing or what they are denoting? Yes, they are denoting time. So they are called as prepositions of time. See here they have given the prepositions on, at, in. What are they? They are often used to denote time and are called prepositions of time. So on, at, and in. What they are called? Yes, they are called prepositions of time. Understood, students? So here they have given some sentences which we have to understand how they have used the correct use of preposition in the sentence. Now, the letter came on Monday. So we have to use the correct use of preposition from these three: on, at, at, in. When the letter came? On Monday. We can't say the letter came in Monday. Yes or no? We are going to say the letter came on Monday. The test is on 8th December. Here also if you will see, they have specifically mentioned the date. Okay? She came back. When she came back? In the morning. The examination is in December. He returned the book at night. They came to our house at 8 p.m. Now here also we can see on, in, at. What they shows? They denote time. Monday, December, morning, December, night, and 8. They show us the time. Okay. So now we are going to solve exercise B. Fill in the blanks with at, on, or in. Means or is not a preposition. Okay. At, on, and in. They are arriving. When they are arriving? Yes. On Monday. Come on, write in your book. They are arriving on Monday. Next, he has a meeting. Here they have specifically mentioned timing. So, at. You can go through these sentences which will help you to fill the preposition over here. The train arrived. What time? Yes, the train arrived at 3 p.m. I arrived. When? On morning we will say? No. I arrived in the morning. He met us at night. He met us at. We should read the sentence, then we will be able to understand that which word will be fit in, which preposition will be fit in that. She came to pick me, yes, at noon. The wedding is in April. And see here, can you see the difference over here? The wedding is in April and here they have mentioned specific date. So the wedding is on. Okay? Here we can see on. On, when they have mentioned specific, on we are going to use. Done, students? Again I'll repeat. They are arriving on Monday. Now they have mentioned the time. So that time what we have to use? At. He has a meeting at 8 a.m. Here the one example they have given. The train arrived at 3 p.m. Again they have mentioned time over here. I arrived in the morning. He met us at night. Yes or no? She came to pick me at noon. The wedding is in April. The wedding is on 20th April this year. Understood how we have used the correct use of the on, at and in? Okay. Next. Finish, students? We'll move on to next. How we have to use the given preposition, that is behind, in front of and near. This you will find easy. Okay? I'll just explain you how you have to use this preposition. Behind, in front of, near. Ready? Done with exercise B? Okay. We'll come on to the next preposition, that is behind, in front of and near. Now look at this picture properly, students. Wait, I'll make it zoom. Now can you see here? What is there? One house is there. Can you see one tree? Cycle. One boy is there. Okay. Now here what you can see? The house is there. Where is the house? It is behind the tree. Where is cycle? It is near the tree. Yes or no? This boy is far from the tree. This cycle is near. Okay. And in front of this tree, who is there? One boy is there. His name is Amit. So the main thing is what over here? Tree. Now behind the tree what is there? Yes, house is there. So we are going to use the preposition behind. Cycle is near the tree. And this boy, that is Amit, he is in front of the tree. And in this way we are going to use the given preposition in the sentence. The house is behind the tree. Amit is in front of the tree. The cycle is near the tree. So here behind and in front of. Can you see behind and in front of which? Behind and in front of. They are opposite positions. And here it suggests that something is close by. You know the meaning of near. Yes or no? Means something which is very near to us or close to us. Behind is behind and here we can see in front of. So these two positions, these two prepositions are in the opposite positions. Understood students how we are going to use this preposition? Okay, now I'll show you one picture and after seeing that picture you have to use the correct preposition in the sentences. Okay, so now you turn on to page 74. Okay, can you see here one picture? Yes students, so we are on exercise 6. Exercise 6. Look at the picture and fill in the blanks with behind, in front of or near. Okay, you have to use the given preposition only. What is that? Behind, in front of or near. Can you see here? Behind, in front of and near. Okay, now in this picture what you can see? There is one boy. Yes or no? Mother is there and one girl is there. You can see the curtain also. You can see cycle also. Now looking at the picture, now we'll see how we have to use the preposition. Now here if we'll see, boy where he is standing? Here pillar is there. Is he standing in front of the pillar or behind? Yes, he is standing behind the pillar. And where mother is standing? Very good. She is standing in front of the pillar. And you can see here one curtain. Okay, where is the girl? She is behind the curtain. Okay, and if you'll see, what is near the curtain? Yes, cycle is near the curtain. Have you understood what image is this? Okay, now we are going to just fill this blanks. Okay, ready? The boy is, now you have understood the given picture. So now you have to just fill the blanks with the given preposition. The boy is behind the pillar. Spelling is already given over here. His mother is standing in front of is given, so don't write off. The cycle is kept near the curtain. The girl is hiding again behind. Understood student? So copy down fast. Done. Next preposition is amount and between. Now how we are going to use these two preposition? We'll just look to the pictures and read the sentences given below them. I hope that you are finished with exercise C. Shall I move on? Yes. Okay, next is what? Among, between. Now here you can see two pictures are given. Yes or no? What you can see here? There are many toys. Yes or no? And who is in between? Teddy bear is there. And here only two toys, that is car toy and a van toy you can see here. Now what is the difference? Okay, how we are going to use the among and between? Okay, here if you will see, the teddy bear is among the other toys, and here if you will see, the teddy bear is between the car and the van. Now what is the difference? Here if you will see, between with two things means when we are going to use between, when there are only two things. Can you see here? Here if you see, teddy bear is between only two things. So here we are going to use between. But even, and we are going to use among when there are more than two things. Here we can see there are more than two things. Yes or no? So the teddy bear is among these toys. Yes or no? So when there are two things, that time we are going to use between, and there are more than two things, that time we are going to use among. Understood, students, how we are going to use between and among? Any confusion? No. So we will solve the examples, so that you will come to know how they have used these two prepositions. Ready, students? We are on page number 74, same page. Read that. Exercise G. Fill in the blanks with among or between. What they have told? You have to fill the blanks with among and between. Now, first example. She distributed chocolates dash her friends. Okay, now here if you see, she has distributed the chocolates. How many? Here they have not mentioned 2, 3. So her friends. So what will be, what we will understand, that there are many friends and then she has distributed the chocolate. So we are going to use among. She distributed chocolates among her friends. Next, the cat is sitting dash two kittens. Now here they have mentioned two. So which preposition we are going to use, students? Yes, we are going to use between, because these two they have mentioned over here. Now here, Sonali is standing dash Salma and Soumya. Can you see this picture? Now this is Sonali. She is standing between Salma and Soumya. So how many persons are over here? How many girls are there? Only two. So which word we are going to use? Which preposition we are going to use? Between. Got it? Again, last. I kept the pen dash your books on the table. Books. What it shows, that there are many books over there. They have not mentioned that there is only two books. So I kept the pen. So what I am going to write? Yes, I am going to write among. I kept the pen among your books on the table. Done, students? Have you written? You have to learn that spellings of among and between. Anyhow, it will be there in the question. And in this way, we have finished our exercise D also. So in this way, in our today's lesson, that is lesson number 22, preposition, we have seen that preposition shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun, and I have introduced many of the preposition. For example, by, from, for, at, on, under, of, to, with, near, after, okay, in front of, in, into. In this, only few we have learned today. Yes or no? First we have learned about at, near and all that. Then again we have learned on, at, in, which shows the preposition of time because it denotes the time. Then next what we have seen, behind, in front of and near. And then in the last what we have seen among and between. And in this way we have not finished with our today's lesson. We have finished only a part. Okay, the remaining preposition, that is from, to, for, on, over, under, below, then into, in, out of, this we are going to see in our next session, that is lesson number 22 part 2. Thank you. Have a good day.